Former President Donald Trump is begging for some help to save him from the mess that he caused in an early morning rant on his favorite social media.
Truth essential.
The perhaps soon-to-be ex-businessman, at least when it comes to New York, blasted a frantic post where he begged for someone to come save him. He posted this: "The ridiculous AG case against me in New York, brought by the racist and incompetent Peekaboo James." Ah, yes, of course, claiming racism while using a historically racist term, obviously. Classy. Is being studied and mocked all over the world. Except that it's not. There's no evidence of that. Companies are fleeing. It and the highly political Trump-hating judge are destroying the image and reputation of the New York State legal system and courts. I don't even get a jury. That's because his lawyers, kind of forgot to request one. Maybe. All this while murders and violent crime hit unimaginable records. This is so bad for New York. None of that is true. Literally none of that is true. In fact, according to recently released crime statistics, New York City actually saw a 5.6% drop in overall crime in the month of September. That was driven in part by a decline in murders and burglaries. In fact, the NYPD logged 31 homicides in September, down 27.9% from the 43 recorded in September of last year. The department said in a news release, burglaries were down 27%, robberies were down 7.3%, grand larcenies down 9.4%, and reported rapes were down 16.7%. Shooting incidents dropped by 34.2% year over year last month, from 117 to 77, the department said. It's not all good, though. Now, the city did record a 19.5% jump in grand larcenies autos, so people stealing cars, over year over year from last month, as well as a 4.5% increase in felony assault. Overall, though, the majority of crime happens to be down, including a 14% reduction in hate crimes. Good news. Now, that said, Donald Trump probably thinks that hate crimes are just things people do against him that he hates. I hated it. That's not what a hate crime is. But look, all of that is pretty standard Trump fare. You know, him railing against James and claiming things that aren't true. What's new is that he is calling for someone to save him. In fact, he said, "Help. The respected commercial division, where it should have been sent in the first place, must take over this show." All right, so look, this is part of the strategy. Donald Trump knows he's not going to win. He knows he's guilty of fraud because he's been perpetrating fraud for decades. Okay, but this is his chance, though. His only chance is to make the trial seem to be unfair so that he can get the final decision overturned on appeal. That's it. That's why his lawyers conveniently forgot to request a jury trial. They had the option to do so, didn't fill out the paperwork. And why his lawyers are screaming at the judge and testing the judge's patience with all of these repeated questions that are, wasting time. It's all setting up a situation where Trump can play the victim because that's what he's good at. He's really, really good at playing the victim, good at playing a crowd, being an actor. And look, it's the bully mentality. Look, this guy walks around acting like a bully, metaphorically punching people in the face, riling them up. And then, of course, when they get tired and they hit back, suddenly he's like, "Whoa, why you hit me, bro? Stop hitting me. Did you see that? He was after me from the start. So unfair. Rape trial. I want a new one. That's so unfair." No, it's a desperate ploy that you don't end up using unless you've got nothing left. And he had nothing left because he had nothing to start with.